What's the best response to, I love you, when you're not ready to say it back? I said I love you before my partner was ready to say it back. He said, I appreciate you being honest and telling me how you feel. I'm not there yet, but I think I will be someday. We now live together and I think he says it more than I do lol. Edit. I didn't expect this many people to like and comment on this. Thank you so much. When Monica Lewinsky told President Bill Clinton she loved him, he replied, that means a lot to me. I said it too soon. She responded with something resembling whale sounds. I drove home that night thinking I would never see her again. 6 years later, sometimes when one of us says I love you, the other one will make whale sounds back. Who died too young? My sister. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Just to let you all know, I never knew her. She was born breech in 1975 and the doctor accidentally broke her neck with the forceps. She only lived about 10 minutes. Any child who was a victim of domestic violence or abuse. Judith Barcy voiced Ducky in The Land Before Time. She was killed by her abusive father at 10 years old, so absolutely tragic. Edit. Thanks to the comments for mentioning it as well as I forgot to write it, but any child period who never got to grow up and live their life who's been taken away. Jimi Hendrix. Mozart died when he was 35. Imagine how much more he could have done with even 10 more years. My dad, 29 years old in a motorcycle accident. Grant Imahara. C. Bruce Lee. Heath Ledger. Fish eaters of Reddit. What's the most delicious fish? Walleye. Finally, another Midwesterner. The freshest one. Grouper. Red snapper. Very tasty. Wheel of Fish equals best wheel-based game show. Salmon. You like fish sticks? You like them in your mouth? Pan-fried rainbow trout that are barely big enough to vatch. Salmon and tuna. Sea bass is my favorite, but basically whatever is fresh and local. You're the first person to say, whatever's fresh, that I've seen. Common Fishmonger W. Fish can be really diverse in flavor and texture. I say mahi-mahi and swordfish are almost always my favorite, but sometimes a nice flaky cod is the perfect choice. What's a sound you heard when you were young that you no longer hear? Dot matrix printer printing. Remember falling asleep with the TV on and waking up to that weird colored picture with a beep. The telephone ringing with an actual metal bell, not a recorded sound played through a speaker. The ka-chunk of credit card imprint machines. The absolute obliteration coming from THX intro. Weird water bed sounds. The daily arrival and departure of a steam locomotive. Yes, I'm that old, but it was the most satisfying, powerful, unforgettable sound for a little kid. They were like huge living, breathing beasts. Dial-up connection. The white noise sound of the TV when a channel had no reception. Call me now for your free reading, Miss Cleo. What is the best couple in sitcom history? Sean Spencer and Burton Guster. Bob and Linda from Bob's Burgers. The correct answer is Gomez and Morticia Adams. Turk and Carla, or Turk and JD. Scrubs. Hal and Lois. I'll always remember that scene where they were going through a rough patch. Lois was pregnant again and about to give birth, but before she could, she needed Hal to tell her a few nice things he loves about her. It always makes me choke up. Peralta and Doug Judy. Kitty and Red from That 70s, 90s Show. Troy and Abed, A Couple of Friends. Donde está la biblioteca? The only correct answer is Scully and Hitchcock. Ben and Leslie, I love you and I like you, simple line, yet so powerful.